Yo, hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Supergirl, issue number 1. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, I love Supergirl. Of course I do, I'm buying her comic. Duh. But I really do like the character, and for some time I actually liked her more than Superman. But just for some time. She's kind of that teenage character that can be bratty and annoying, but you still sympathize for her because she feels like a real teenager. And you fall in love with her because she's a character that learns and grows. It's also kind of cool to see a character that has pretty much the powers of a god in the mindset of a teenager. Kind of gives a new take on the Superman aspect. Because, see, Superman's very responsible with his powers. Supergirl is not. So, when I heard they were doing the relaunch, I was curious on what take they were going to do with Supergirl, and it appears that they're going to be doing a complete revamp of the character. This is actually going to be her new origin and everything. That means new costume, new background, and she's never met Superman before. So with that said, the question is this. Will this origin be better than the others? Or will it be unnecessary and we should have just started at square, not 1, but like 5? Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. Let's get into Supergirl, issue number 1. The issue starts off with a meteorite coming towards Earth. And it hits Earth. And it keeps going through Earth. All the way off to the other side in Siberia. I believe it's in Siberia or Moscow. Some Russian area. And it pops out and Supergirl's there. And she thinks she's in a dream. And these Russian soldiers show up in their mechanized armors, and they start beating up Supergirl. And we get a bit of display of Supergirl's power because the sun starts to rise. She shoots out eye beams because she has the heat vision. She has like a sonic attack, a loud sonic scream. Similar to Black Canaries, we can assume Superman has something like this too. I mean, imagine Superman yelling. It's probably the same as that. Super strong, super fast, flying, all the general stuff. And she's taking on these Rocketeers pretty well. However, she doesn't know if she should continue fighting them or if she should stop. And that's basically the issue. And it ends off with a cliffhanger with Superman showing up. I know I didn't really explain that much, but that's basically what the issue is. And it's Supergirl unfamiliarized with her new surroundings. Yeah, that's basically the plot. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We'll get into that in a moment. So let's get into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. Well, I half like the costume. The costume itself is pretty decent. The one thing I hate about it is the chastity belt area. It draws so much attention to the groin and it looks really off. And the knee pad areas right here look a little off too. Besides that, I actually like the cape and I like the sleeves and I like the new Superman symbol, which is reminiscent to the Superman red and blue symbol, but the costume's not that bad. I also like the hairstyle she has in this. I like that they're going to take a cleaner look at Supergirl's origin, kind of giving her a fresh restart. Something that she's needed, because the character, as much as I loved her, it's a character that kind of needs that fresh restart. Great display of action there. I've heard that Supergirl's going to have different powers than Superman because the sunlight affects female Kryptonians different than male Kryptonians. So I did like the display of power in action. And Superman shows up in the end, which is nice. Problem. Not too much dialogue in this other than her inner thoughts. And not too much of a story other than her just pounding down on soldiers. Yes. That's pretty much the story, just her beating up soldiers. Whether or not you should get it. Supergirl issue number 1 is a safe issue. It's good. It hits all the notes correctly, but it does things very safe. That's the key word. Safe. It doesn't do anything drastic. It doesn't do anything far out there like the previous Supergirl origin, which was Superman, Batman, Supergirl, which really took a unique twist on Supergirl's origin. This is very safe, but it's also inviting and welcoming to new fans, to people that want to get into Supergirl. I expect issue 2 will probably be better. There is no denying that issue 2 will probably be better. So with that said, whether or not you should get it, if you want to get into Supergirl, definitely. If you have any interest in the character, yes. Is this something that's so magnificent that I could recommend to someone that doesn't want to get into Supergirl? Probably not. I did enjoy it, but I wasn't wowed by it. It was a good, safe first issue. We'll see what issue 2 has to hold. With that said, this is Andrew saying, peace out for now.